This video will help you use Perfectly Clear with Adobe Photoshop Lightroom. You'll learn how to access Perfectly Clear with both the Edit In and Export commands, and how to navigate the software. Let's get started. First, launch Adobe Photoshop Lightroom. You can do this by clicking its icon in your Dock or Start menu. Now, select one or more images in your library that you'd like to improve with Perfectly Clear. There are two ways of editing images using Perfectly Clear when working with Lightroom. One method involves the export command, which is useful for presets or batch processing lots of images to save you time. We'll explore this workflow in another video called Batch Processing with Lightroom. The method to explore now involves handing off one or more images from Lightroom to Perfectly Clear using the Edit command. This method is most useful when you want to experiment with different presets or build your own set of adjustments to improve the image, and is best for only a few images at a time. With one or more images selected, choose Photo, Edit In. Edit in Perfectly Clear complete. A new dialog appears asking you to choose what you'd like to edit. Usually, Lightroom adjustments are applied as a series of effects within Lightroom. When you use a plugin, you often choose to work with a copy of the image. You can edit a copy with Lightroom adjustments to take what was done in Lightroom and hand it off. Note that this is the only option available if you are working with a RAW file. If you choose this method, you'll need to choose Copy File options to determine which type of image is opened. Adobe doesn't let plugins apply to RAW files directly, but instead will send to Photoshop to do so. Be sure to watch the Options with RAW Files and Perfectly Clear in Lightroom video to learn more. You could choose Edit a Copy to duplicate the file and work with it. This is useful if you have a JPEG, TIFF, or PSD file in your Lightroom catalog. Perfectly Clear can't work with PSD files directly, so be sure to make a copy as a TIFF or JPEG. You can also choose Edit Original to work directly with the selected file. This option is not available for RAW photos. This option will permanently modify the selected JPEG or TIFF file and overwrites the original. Be sure that you want this workflow, as it's a permanent change. When ready, click the Edit button to send the image to Perfectly Clear. Lightroom creates a new high-quality file and preserves your original RAW file if present. As soon as you run Perfectly Clear, it goes to work immediately correcting your photo. Once the plugin window appears, you'll see a perfectly clear photo automatically. To see how your image has been improved, you can toggle between the before and perfectly clear photo. To do this, just click anywhere on the preview photo, or you can press and hold the spacebar. To make things easier, try making the window larger so you can see more. You can drag any of the corners to accomplish this, or click the Maximize Window button. If you'd like to go full screen, just press the Accent key. Your resized window state will be remembered the next time you open the plugin. To judge the effect of the Perfectly Clear plugin, you can try the 3 different view modes. These make it easy to judge what's happening to your image. The default view, Full Preview Window, shows only the before or after at a single time. Just click the photo to toggle between the two states. The next button is the Double View. This lets you see a side-by-side comparison with the original on the left and Perfectly Clear on the right. The third choice is Split View. This lets you see a split-screen view that shows you the before and after in one frame. You can drag the slider bar to examine the 2 different states. As you work, you might find it useful to see more details in the image. This can easily be done by moving the Zoom % slider bar to the right or using the Zoom In and Zoom Out buttons. If your mouse has a scroll wheel, you can use it at any time to zoom in and out. You can also zoom by pressing the Z key to zoom to 100%, and then press it again to fit the image on the screen. To control Perfectly Clear, you'll find 2 panels. If you don't see the panels, just press the Tab key to toggle their visibility. The left panel contains both the default and user-created presets. These are organized by function and can provide either a one-click fix or a great starting point. You can also create an unlimited number of your own custom presets. Be sure to watch the video Creating, Organizing, and Backing Up Your Presets to learn more about working with presets. In the right panel, you could take complete control over the corrections applied to your image. You can fine-tune your photo by adjusting each correction. Each adjustment uses either a slider, a pop-up list, or radio buttons to refine the adjustment. To turn an adjustment off, just click the checkbox next to it to toggle on-off. You can also click on the blue dot for an adjustment group to turn off multiple effects. We'll explore all of these adjustments in much greater detail in other videos. If you selected more than one photo to send to Perfectly Clear, then all of them were loaded. It's easy to switch between the images so you can view and modify each. To change between images, click the left or right arrow buttons located at the bottom of the Perfectly Clear application window. You can also click the pop-up list to choose a particular photo. To apply the same adjustment to all of the remaining photos, just click the Sync Settings button. If you need to manage the license for your software, click the About link. Here you can activate or deactivate the software if you require to move your license to another machine. Remember, Perfectly Clear can be activated on 2 machines for 1 user. Now, when you're ready to apply the adjustment to your images, click the Save or the Save All button. If you want to exit without modifying the images, click the Close button. This concludes our overview on how to use Perfectly Clear with Adobe Photoshop Lightroom. Be sure to watch more video tutorials to get the most out of your software. Thanks for watching.